let's move on then, since we're getting right into that. Blair, you're in the hot seat for this one. So there's always been the discussion of influencers using the work of developers, monetizing it, with the trade-off argument that the attention to said developers' work leads to more visibility and sales. Like you just brought up, you were very vocal against this notion and state that the influencer attention has very little effect on sales. Can you provide any empirical or anecdotal evidence to prove your point, and where does that mindset stem from?
So yeah, well, I have real-time analytics, right? And this isn't my first VR game. They've all had real-time analytics. I talked to a bunch of developers in a Discord that have been around since, day one. And we all break our NDAs and share our numbers. But so for the most part, this is kind of a new thing. Like Thrill in particular is like an actual like VR YouTuber with an audience. This is kind of a new thing. As like normally I don't get a bump in sales unless it's something like somebody that's kind of outside of VR but has a lot of VR followers, like D from Node. What's he go by now? Cerberus something. Did a video and I saw a really decent bump from him. But generally, like if any VR YouTuber or influencer does a video, it doesn't really affect anything. What affects sales is store presence. Like when you put on the headset and your game is right there in front of the user, you're going to get sales. Otherwise, you're not getting any sales. It doesn't matter because people aren't going to go from a YouTube video generally to the headset and search something. Like there's enough friction already between just the headset and the user. Never mind, like now we've got, saw it on YouTube, saw it on Twitter, looked it up, then put on the headset, then downloaded it. And like we can see this every time. It's the same thing for content creators, right? Like you have to kind of jerk the algorithm around to get visibility on the store, right? It's the same with YouTube. Like you're not going to get seen unless you have the right title, the right thumbnail, and you're on the person's front page when they log on to their YouTube. Got nothing to do with the content itself for the most part, or like who else outside is promoting it. It's like you could tweet about a YouTube video all day and not get any views on it. It's all about where it is on the front of YouTube. And it's the same thing with games. That said, Thrill did a stream of lo-fi and did mentioned it in his Tuesday Newsday. And I did see a pretty significant bump for there was a bump. I got 53 sales the day of the video, and then a pretty even ramp down over the next 4 days, back down to I average 5 sales a day right now in early access, which is fine for a VR title. So yeah, it can happen, but here's the problem. Say I got 200 sales out of awesome videos from Thrill. That's less money than some influencers are asking to do a promotion of the content. So again, is it worth it in the end? It's worth it if you can trick somebody into doing it. But if you're paying for it, it's like you just shot yourself in the foot.
And we will open up the debate floor. One quick thing before Thrill speaks. I see the question in the chat. Blair is the developer behind Lo-Fi VR, LOW-FI. Check him out on Steam VR, itch.io. And I believe he's coming to PS5, correct, Blair? Yep. So that's that. His links will all be in the video description as well. So just want to give that. But Thrill, you do have the floor.
Right. So I just crunched a couple numbers, and that was actually one of my worst performing videos in a while. I'm really glad that you even saw a sales bump, because sometimes you never know, people might not be very like receptive with it. But hey, and you got to think about it this way too. That's, say 53 people. If half of them tell a buddy about a game, I don't know, that could turn into 70 long term, right? And so like, I'm telling you right now, that what I was saying about crunching numbers, that I would have charged more than what you made if I were to charge for something. Just being real.
Yeah.
And so yeah, a lot of times there is not, unless somebody legitimately wants to promote a game because they care about it or like it or love it, or they have a connection with the developer. It doesn't make sense financially right now in VR to charge VR developers to promote a game. I personally, I hate charging VR devs unless it's like directly from Oculus and they're fronting the money. Sure, I'll take Facebook's money, cool. But taking direct money from developers, it feels very terrible, because you know that every single sale of a VR game is important. Every single one. I will say here, in terms of, if you guys wanted to see some spicy action, Blair, bro, you're doing things wrong. You need to have a community built up. You need to have your Discord built up. You need to have a group of people that are into your game, that are into you. You're missing out. You're like, I feel like you're in this toxic circle on Twitter of kind of angry people and bitter people, whenever you could be taking in so much love and support from the VR community if you had a community, but you don't. And I feel like you don't see the value in it. And you need to have that Discord. You need to have those developer notes in the Discord server. You need to have people talking about your game, and a place where people can come and talk about your game with you or with people that you work with. That is what you need to do. And until you do that, you are missing the steps, man. Just heart to heart, being real. You may not see the value in it, but 2021, dog.
All right.
If Blair, you have a chance to respond. If not, I do have a follow-up question, but I'm going to give you the chance first.
So I think this is kind of a you don't know. I'm just gonna say, that what you're saying makes sense for what you do, right? Like having a Discord with a bunch of yammering people that you like get hyped up about free content you're giving makes sense. For me, I do have a core community. I've got whatever, I don't know how much, 7,000 people on Twitter or whatever, which isn't a lot, but my engagement for Twitter is insane compared to people with fake, followers. We do have a Discord, but it's for people who are excited about the game enough to buy it, right? And they all talk about it in there. We've got the notes, but say having a Discord. Okay, am I running the Discord, like a public Discord? Because I don't have time for that. I'm trying to make a crazy AAA game as a single indie developer, with a couple freelancers. I don't have time to listen to all that noise. I get enough noise from my private Discord, and it's not that. Not only is that taking my time away, but that's not driving sales, which is, for a developer, that's all that matters. It's not views. People, like I said, the only way to sell it to somebody is for it to either they have to be interested in the first place in the type of content I'm creating, or it's got to be on a storefront in front of their face, or if I can get them from Twitter or from Discord to go and buy the game, that's that's a miracle. It's a miracle that happens. And having a bunch of yahoos in a Discord that I have to wrangle that's not going to help. I mean, yeah, sorry.
It's not for you to, it's not a job that you have to do. There are people, I guarantee you, out of the 50 people that bought the game, there's even one of them is passionate enough about your project that they would be so happy to be an admin or a mod. And I know that. Ask Stress Level 0 or ask Vale, or ask Zenith, or ask Population One. Ask any of these games and their developers if their Discord community is essential to what they're doing. You don't have the CEO of these companies running their Discords. I don't run my Discord. I've got staff for that.
But okay, so like first of all, Zenith is a good example. Their CEO reached out to me on Discord to ask how they should to look over their Kickstarter before they ran it. Like,
right. Well, no,
they're not making more sales off of their Discord community.
I completely disagree. I completely disagree that.
Okay, but like, how would you know that? Like, this is what I'm saying. This is my business. Like, I know how to run my business.
But you don't have a Discord server for your game.
I do. I have a private Discord server.
A private Discord server. There's a very big difference. Right, Bookmarks was big because of its, yeah, that's definitely true. But these communities built around games, it is important. And I'm not so much saying that I know way more than you. It's just that you're missing out on a whole section of things that could help you out. It's not going to hurt you. It's just going to make things easier and better because people have a place to talk about the game, to invite their friends to talk about the game. You want to know what I wanted? If you can't secure a sale, right? As a content creator, if I can't secure a sale on a game, I can bring them to a Discord server, and eventually they may buy the game.
Well, why would they go on the Discord server if they're not interested in the game?
This shows you don't understand Discord. You don't understand. You don't understand the way that communities work.
Okay, but so I'm on other. What's to stop me from going onto your Discord and promoting my game? Or like
you can. You totally can.
Or like there's tons of like big VR Discords that I'm in that
right.
I could even ask them to make a lo-fi channel, but it's not like. Yeah, I don't. It's not as big a driver as you think it is, and like it's the same for like.
It's small.
Like I said,
it's small,
like I said,
but it's the quality. It's not about the quantity, dog. It's about the quality of the interaction. There's a very big important factor that you're looking at it from numbers.
You're looking at it from my eyes on your content.
Blair, people love you, dude. I need them to
open their wallet.
You're
and
a
give
solo
money
dev making a sick game. People want to interact with you and learn from you, and you're not letting
buy my
people
game. Let's go chat in the Discord.
Yes, that's fine. Nobody looks away from that. It's not a bad thing. Buy my game, come on my Discord, let's chat. Let's talk about the game.
Hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the daily clips, or catch the debates and fireside chats live on the main channel down in the video description. See you next time, Space Cowboys.